Hi everyone, this is Design Start and today we are going to talk about Union. So Union is a very powerful tool. To access Union section you need to select an object, but not one, but at least two objects. And then in the top bar this button will appear. And here you have different options. So you have Union Selection, Subtract Selection, Intersect Selection and Exclude Selection. I'll try to explain you the difference between them and make sure you understand how all things work. Let's start from the first one. We select two objects and let's move them outside of the frame. So we select them, click this one and Union Selection. Now what happened? These two blocks now are united as one object. Important part here is that even though they are now the one object, but you still may access each of them in the layer section or by clicking with the command on each of them. This is nice because then you can edit each object separately but still have this one as one united object. Now get back to from what we started and let's explore another option, which is Subtract Selection. So in this one you may see that we subtracted from one shape another shape. So we subtracted this shape. Again, I clicked it on with the command and I can see that this one was subtracted from this one. Again, you may edit this as well, so you can change things here and then you'll see how it looks like. Now let's explore the next one. This is Intersect Selection. So in this case we intersecting one from another. So the shape that was the intersection between two shapes becomes our main shape. And again, we may have access to both of them via layers panel. And for instance, what we can do, we can expand this shape so now it's bigger. Let's get back and let's discover the final one, which is Exclude Selection. In this case the intersection will be excluded and only things that are unique will stay in place. Again, we can change something. Again, we can increase the shape of intersection and we can have like that. Obviously we can use different things here, so not only this kind of shapes. Let's draw ellipse like that, and then let's draw also a triangle like that. Let's move it like that. Now we may do a multiple unions and you need to make sure that you understand the logic of how things work, so you make the union in the right way, in the right sequence. So for instance, I want to subtract this element from this square. So what I do, I select both of them and click Subtract. Now this shape is one shape and this shape is another shape. Now I want to unite these two shapes. So what I've done, I've united this triangle with this square, which was already without the circle inside. So now we have the whole structure, the whole union, which is one object. But then if you go inside, you can see that this one object contains polygon, which is this triangle, and subtraction, which also contains rectangle and ellipse. You may ask, when should we use that, and like why would anyone need that? Well, it's very useful, especially when you need to create icons. So imagine we want to create an icon which is a moon. So we have a circle, right? Then we create another circle, make it bigger. And now we subtract one from another. And here we go, we have a moon. We also may change something. If you want to change the shape of this object, like that, you can see it's changed. You also may think about other different things, what you can do with this. Let's, for instance, go with a rectangle, and then we will add a polygon, which is the triangle, like that, and then we do the union. And here we go, we have a house. Let's make the proportions different way, so it looks more like a house. And then let's also add a rectangle here, and select another object and do the subtraction. Here we go, we have a house here. So you see the powerful thing about this tool. Another small thing that I want to mention is that you may actually union multiple objects even though they are not intersecting. So for instance, you want to make sure that these three objects becomes like a one object with the union. So you select three objects, go to union selection, and now they're in union. So even though they are not intersecting, they still are considered as one thing. This could be used when you also create some icons with different shapes, but you want to make sure that these icons are actually one object, even though they are not a one object. That's all for now, and see you in the next video.